Hey friends, it's Rana, and for today's quick and very short video, I'll be telling you about my TBR for Nonfiction November. Nonfiction November is a month-long reading initiative created by a book olive where we are encouraged to read a little bit more nonfiction than usual. So if you read one nonfiction book every month, you are encouraged to read a little bit more than that in November. Some people take it the whole month to read only nonfiction books. I won't do that. I will read mostly nonfiction books, and I decided to read 5 nonfiction books this year. I participated in Nonfiction November last year and I enjoyed it a lot and read a lot of great nonfiction books, and I'm really excited to do it again this year. One of the reasons why I love Nonfiction November is because nonfiction is one of my favorite genres, especially biographies and memoirs. Last year through Nonfiction November, I discovered many new nonfiction books, and I also discovered many new people on this platform who are really amazing and talk about nonfiction books a lot. Same as last year, Nonfiction November starts today on the 1st of November and ends on the 30th of November. This year too, there is reading prompts that make it a little bit more like a challenge for you. The 4 prompts this year are collection, industry, style, and treatment. You can interpret them however you want and to pick your TBR reads according to them. I personally won't do that. I will just pick my TBR whatever I am in the mood to read. And you can do that too. There is no strict rule to follow here. The only rule is to read at least one nonfiction book in November. And for the 5 books that I'm going to read, the first one is Stiff, The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers by Mary Roach. This one, I picked it because I feel like it is similar to Caitlin Doughty's books, talking about human cadavers and etc. whatever related to them, and I'm really interested in this topic. That's why I picked this book. I don't know much about these books that I'm going to read. That's why I won't talk too much about them. I will leave that to my wrap-up at the end of November. The second book I'm going to read is Dead Mountain by Donnie Eichar. This book talks about the real true story of the 9 Russian hikers who mysteriously died in 1959 while hiking a mountain, and there are a lot of weird things surrounding their death, and till this day no one really knows what happened to them and how they died. I'm really interested in this incident. I watched many YouTube videos about that and read many articles about it. That's why I'm excited to read this book. The next book is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This one is a true crime story about the savage murder of a family in Kansas in 1959. I really am interested in true crime stories and I always listen to them. That's why I'm going to listen to the audiobook of this one, and I'm really excited to read it. Next we have Nothing to Envy by Barbara Dimick. This one talks about the life story of 6 North Koreans over the span of 15 years. If you know me, you know that I'm really interested in Korea in general, and I have been interested in North Korea for the past 2 years now, and I am reading a lot of North Korea and I'm educating myself about it as a country and as the people of North Korea. That's why I'm also listening to the audiobook of this one, and I'm looking forward to learn many new things about North Korea. And finally we have Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. I am the most excited about this book out of the 5 that I talked about. Let me quickly read you what is it about. One of the outstanding classics to emerge from the Holocaust, Man's Search for Meaning is Viktor Frankl's story of his struggle for survival in Auschwitz and other Nazi concentration camps. Today, this remarkable tribute to hope offers us an avenue to finding greater meaning and purpose in our own lives. So that's it for all the nonfiction books that I'm planning to read in the month of November. Are you participating in Nonfiction November? If so, please tell me in the comment section below what nonfiction books you are planning to read this month. And that's it. I will see you next time. Bye!